This is the port of Ravenna in northern Italy. A few days ago, dockworkers took action to block the transport of weapons to Israel. 2 containers that were supposed to transit through the port were refused entry because of their contents.
Ci siamo accorti di contenitori aventi
We realised that these containers had a risk classification of 1.4S, which is an international classification reference number for explosives. At that point, we became suspicious, particularly as the container's destination was Haifa.
Once informed, the city's council, a shareholder of the docks, wrote to the port operator in order to block the containers before they were loaded onto a ship owned by an Israeli company.
I do not want our port to become complicit in the ongoing massacre in Gaza. There have been too many assassinations, too many civilians massacred. We're well aware that this blockade will not put an end to the conflict, but every small action could send a signal and mobilise the Western public.
This is not the first case. Last June, weapons coming from Austria left the port of Ravenna for Israel. Today, the dockworkers are being visited by the UN Special Rapporteur for the occupied territories, who has come to show her support.
What they're doing is what every individual with a grain of humanity or a conscience should be doing. Institutions are not doing anything to prevent this genocide. The authorities, national, regional and local, continue to facilitate the transport of arms to Israel.
Stop genocide!
In front of Ravenna's town hall, demonstrators denounce the government's ambiguous position. Italian law strictly forbids arms sales to countries that violate international law. Italy has suspended the sale of weapons to Israel, but continues to allow the transit of arms made in other European countries.